how to deal with AI as a tool, because we just can't tackle AI with the outdated weaponry. We have to upskill ourselves as well.
Now AI is come, people are struggling, something else will come. If you look at every 10 years, some disruption happens. And this will continue. If you look at last 3-4 years, the breach rate as compared to last 10 years is exponential, not incremental. You will have financial losses, legal reputation, and most important, the brand reputation. If you take 10 steps ahead, you don't take care of your cyber exposure, or maybe to like it financial exposure, probably you get breached, you get exposed, you take 20 steps back.
Hello and welcome to yet another insightful episode of Tech Baithak, the ultimate platform where technology meets real world business impact. My name is Ashwin Agrawal, and today we're going to be delving into a very interesting phenomenon that enterprises cannot afford to overlook, which is the role of cybersecurity in digital transformation, which is just the subject for our discussion for our podcast today. Joining us today is Mr. Ambarish Kumar Singh, who is the CISO at Godrej Enterprises Group. Ambarish ji himself is a seasoned cybersecurity visionary and a military veteran himself, and I'm sure his deep expertise in various domains shall help all you viewers and me too in gaining deeper insights into the world of cybersecurity and digital transformation. Ambarish ji, a very good evening and a very warm welcome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much, sir. The pleasure is all ours. And Ambarish ji, I just couldn't help but notice your remarkable journey that initially serving for about 20 years in the Indian Navy and then working for large scale enterprises, devising their complex cybersecurity strategies. To just start off and to just set the tone for our discussion today, if you could just tell our viewers, over the years, what has been your approach to cybersecurity as a domain?
Yeah, so as you rightly said, thought process, what was happening in defense and corporate is little different because the requirements are different. And people ask me, what is the main difference between defense, practicing cybersecurity in defense and practicing corporate? I keep telling that we have been practicing defense zero trust for many decades. Now in corporate, we are talking about zero trust. And what I probably have practiced and strongly believe is key things to simple. Look at how people and process technology can complement each other. And the more they complement, that is the success cybersecurity program we have in any organization. You probably have the best of the people, but without the processes and technology, program will fail. But we have best of the people and best of technology, but without a process to manage it, program will not sustain. So that is what I probably have been practicing and probably about fair amount of success also.
Right. Quite a great start, I must say, to the podcast. I think we'll get a lot of Ambarish ji as we move forward. So, sir, given your leadership across various verticals, as you mentioned that you transitioned from government then to private industries. So, I'm just curious that how has your cybersecurity philosophy evolved at a personal level, and B, uh, we keep on hearing about these cybersecurity frameworks like SASE, SD-WAN, ZPNA. So, what is their relevance, especially in today's day and age wherein a lot of enterprises are adopting a hybrid work policy? What is your take on that, Envis?
Yeah, so I personally, in last 10 years, if you look at, I retired from defense in 2014. And last 10 years evolution, if I look at what I was in 2013-12, naturally it has gone to a next level. Why? Because the kind of exposure I got to work on various technology, look at the various use cases. Because you work on various organizations, look at their business is different. Probably you're trying to devise a cybersecurity framework, cybersecurity roadmap to meet the business challenges, look at their cybersecurity exposure. Probably based on that, probably you're creating a roadmap for that organization. And every time you go to a new organization, probably you have to start from zero. But your experience is there, probably your time to get into the real work is little faster because you understand the cybersecurity And if you understand that, probably you quickly understand what is the cyber exposure, what kind of threats are exposed for this organization, or what I need to do to address the risk. And naturally, what is said is, say, frameworks are common across. You go to any kind of industry, e-commerce, look at, you go to manufacturing, you go to pharma, frameworks will apply. But depend upon how effectively it can transform the any cybersecurity program, how where it fits, because depend upon the what kind of business model that company organization is operating. Suppose somebody operating could be operating in a single city, somebody might be operating multi-city, somebody may be operating multiple countries. The entire architecture will change. But this underlying frameworks, you take example of standards like ISO or SASE you talked about, SD-WAN you talked about, correct? And zero trust is, it's a framework. It's a mindset. So I personally believe is that every CISO wants to achieve a zero trust. But can you achieve in few years? No, it's a multi-year journey. And I personally believe is that whatever we do today, we should look at what is the zero trust philosophy I have for the organization. Is it adding to that philosophy in any way? We should take that step ahead. Because you cannot achieve the zero trust because you need a lot of cultural shift, a lot of processes to be built upon, a lot of technology needs to be brought in. Whether you have that kind of requirement, yes or no, depend upon industry. Like bandwidth you're talking about. Okay, bandwidth and maybe the organization or industry you're operating. Probably the zero trust may not be that required. As couple look at the cyber exposure of e-commerce, cloud kitchen today. Look at they're operating on internet. And look at other companies; those might be operating it. Uh, they're not on internet. They're IT, not on internet. Brick and mortar. Yes, mortar. So they can't be differ. But standard framework concept will apply there also. But only thing is how it is applied, the CISO has to understand and act upon.
Correct. So, to sum it up, I would say that it does not matter if the business is online, on cloud, or maybe a brick and mortar.
Yeah.
But the underlying approach and the mindset has to be common, which is the zero trust model, and obviously coupled with a lot of things.
Yeah, a cybersecurity professor to be successful, they have to have a very strong security mindset. They should know where to fight, where to negotiate, where to put down foot down.
Correct.
So you have to, at times you understand that where to cross that line. You cannot fight each and every battle. Okay, and you have to understand your business well. Right. Because at the end, business has to flourish. Then only you get the right budget to right resources.
Right. So I believe it's not only important to be cyber secure, it is also important to be cyber intelligent.
Yes.
If I can say that.
Yes.
Great. Amrish ji, we all know that cyber security traditionally always has been focused on preventing cyber attacks. But of late, from what we have seen is that cyber resilience is also just as critical, especially in today's day and age wherein enterprises are actually prioritizing their digital transformation journey, devising a lot of initiatives, trying to be at par with their competition. So, in this scenario, how does one actually find an intersection or draw a line between cybersecurity and digital transformation as two distinct themes?
Yeah, I think very relevant question and very much applicable today. So first, I think your question got two parts. First, I'll answer the first one.
Yes.
Traditionally, if you look at 10, 15 years back, we all used to invest in the protection. So we used to invest a lot of protection and then protection used to fail. You don't have anything. People used to struggle how to come back, how to contain the damage, etc. Because hackers were behind organization, they know what is happening. So here the great standard list. It's only talking about identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. It means you should be able to identify your IT assets. You should be able to protect them. If you're not able to detect what is going on, then if you're not, probably something has gone wrong, you should be able to respond and recover quickly. The resilience program is not that add-on today, it's a core to the cybersecurity program. That's why we have been talking, probably we have been practicing this in defense for a long time, defense in depth. So that's why if you look at corporate also, people are looking at resilience is all about cybersecurity controls in depth. And we all know that things may go wrong. Are we ready to understand that tomorrow that is a bad day? How I'll respond to it? These are people, those are relevant people, they know their also responsibility. Are we doing practicing? Are you practicing those cyber drills? What kind of practice you do? Okay, I personally believe that we should do a real-time practice. I did in my organization. Probably I created a scenario. I said, "Okay, this is the incident, guys, react." I didn't tell anybody, even if I didn't tell to shop also, it's a false or it's a drill. I said, it's real time. And after 6 hours, I told them, this is a drill. I was trying to see how actually people respond, because the breach will happen, not the saying that, okay, 10 o'clock will be assemble and we are going to do all this thing, that thing. It will happen because everyone is somewhere, somebody traveling, somebody at home, somebody working remotely, and so things will break.
So you took a surprise test.
Surprise test and it real there. Real.
Right.
And see, I personally believe cybersecurity and digital transformation are two sides of the same coin. Okay. If you look at, I'll just give an example. If you look at people are very hesitant to move to cloud. Today everyone is cloud. If you look at 20 years back, people are hesitant to go on internet, and today everybody else.
The world is on internet today. Businesses are run on internet.
Yes, 10, 15 years back, we are hesitant to go on cloud, everyone on cloud. And today probably you're talking about AI, good back,
Gen AI.
2 years, right? Everybody will be on using AI some other. Okay. And we are using whether we know or. This is a fact. Okay. And if you look at organization, 10 years back, and you look at new ways of organizing. Okay. If 10 years back, probably we didn't have something like Cloud Kitchen. Today it's existed. Okay. Today, 4 years back, we did have probably quick delivery apps, like we had like Japto and Instamart. Quick commerce, e-commerce, they are available. Look at the e-commerce, look at the cloud caps. So they have shown what the digital technology can do to an organization. That was a success. That's why people want to get into this journey, to look at this transforming or maybe disruptive technology like cloud, RPA, data analytics. You look at robotic process, etc., to transform their businesses. And what has happened, if you look at post-COVID, digital adoption and transformation has gone multifold.
Yes, absolutely.
In this rush, a lot of people like, I want to transform this, I want to transform this. A lot of organizations went very fast, not taking care of their cyber exposure, and they got missed. If you look at last 3-4 years, the breach rate as compared to last 10 years is exponential, not incremental, because they could not balance between digital transformation and cybersecurity. That's why if you look at, that's why we keep talking in organization. If you take 10 step ahead, you don't take care of your cyber exposure, or maybe to like with financial exposure, probably you get breached, you get exposed, you'll take 20 steps back. Because one is you will have financial losses, legal reputation, and most important is the brand reputation. So that's why I think we need to strike a balance. We should know where to draw a line. And if you look at cybersecurity, traditionally has been thought it is a probably blockade because people will ask, don't do this, don't do that. But today I think CISOs are working very closely with the business leaders. They are trying to understand business, and we are trying to understand how to enable the business. And today business leaders are demanding, I want to use this technology. Can you tell me how to do it secure? Because they know the impact of cybersecurity. Because cybersecurity is not probably is a top over tea or coffee. Boardroom people are hurry about it.
Correct. So there is a lateral shift, from what I can reckon, that there is a lateral shift in business leaders as well, not just amongst the CISO community, that yes, one can't actually isolate these two things. Both have to go in tandem and go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Correct. So I'm reaching in continuation with that thought, looking forward. You mentioned that it is very important for organizations to strike a balance, since cybersecurity and digital transformation both are the same sides of this very same coin. So we keep on hearing all these AI powered attacks nowadays, like for example deepfakes, phishing emails that we receive every day, the faces of some cyber attacks, traditional cyber attacks like malware, ransomware, has completely changed, and it is at least to me it's really impossible to figure out which one is towards leaning towards cyber security, or which one is a digital attack, as a matter of fact. So you mentioned that we need to strike a balance, but how do businesses strike a balance, playing between the merits and the demerits of AI at the same time?
Yeah, I think we cannot avoid AI. It is there here to stay, and it is probably, we look at positive side of it, what it is doing. Okay. Probably we are talking about AI in manufacturing. Look in the two different sides, AI and manufacturing. Okay, AI probably being used to the best by the newest organizations because they're looking at the insights. Because today entire e-commerce is based on the analytics. Okay, correct. Behavior. Okay, so what I feel is it is cybersecurity practitioner. We know that AI is here to stay, and businesses will adopt what we can do to protect my organizations. Okay, so if you look at historically, if you must have seen a lot of wars, right? Right. The horse rider will fight war with the horse riders. A pedestrian, maybe those who are running, they will fight with the pedestrians, and sword warrior will fight the sword warrior. Right? We have to fight AI there. Oh, it is. We need to have build a capability where probably I keep talking to OEMs, right? You need to power us, and AI is so powerful. It can make probably whatever the JTLA real concept come to reality. Okay, because if you look at today what we are doing, okay, we need to as an organization probably we are trying to fight AI with a hacker probably try to attack us with a traditional tools and technology what we have. Outdated weaponry, yeah, if I can add on it. This OEMs have been talking about AI ML for a long time, but I personally feel that we are not leveraged AI ML to the maybe 50% also in the reform. That's why I said they are not regulated. Yes, leveraged. Yeah. So if you look at if business is going to use these technologies, we need to build our strategy accordingly. Okay. It means you need to show that our basics are strong. Look at your people, process and technology, and cybersecurity awareness culture. Build concepts like cybersecurity by design, and now probably you want to practice privacy by design, so that everyone, whether business, maybe a stakeholder, maybe a customer, everyone is thinking about cybersecurity from day one when he's taking out any project. Okay, suppose somebody thinking about AI, you must think about what is the flip side of this my initiative. Can I include my cybersecurity team to help me? What are the challenges you might see? Okay, if you are able to bring those frictions, and friction means you're probably trying to get those hey, you want to do this, please let us discuss. Probably we will enable you how to use this securely because this is your data. Because as a business, you are the data owner. I should know what is the risk you are getting. Probably if you are able to do this, stitch this together, if you look at holistically, what we are trying to do is, as a organization, I should be able to prevent from known threats, detect unknown threats. If you are able to do this, probably 70-80% problem will solve. But we need to ensure, again I say, people, process, technology, they are complementing each other. If you fail there, probably your basics are not strong. You build any pillar for any building, it will fall.
Wow, I think that's very nicely put because people, process, technology, we keep on hearing as if it's like it's actually become so generic. But the way Ambarish ji you have put it, I think it has given me at least, and I'm sure it will give the viewers a new perspective as to how to deal with AI as a tool, because we just can't tackle AI with the outdated weaponry. We have to upskill ourselves as well.
Yeah, and futurely, if you look at, I'm expecting OEMs to empower us with the AI ML. They should able to build a technology which can protect us from unknown threats. Zero attacks. Oh, dude, North Star. People ask, what do you want? I say, this is my North Star. Can you enable me to protect me from the unknown threats? That is the real power of AI. Otherwise, known threats, everybody is protected.
So know the unknown.
Know the unknown.
Okay. Wow. That is indeed quite an interesting fact.
AI in probably going to play major role in user behavior analytics. And that is where this is going to empower in zero trust. With zero trust, all about knowing where the user is, where the device is. Can I make that decision making faster? Or that decision making become faster only when you have this information. What is the user posture? What is the threat intent? What is the device posture? I can get yes or no. Access is granted, yes or no. Access granted, but privilege is reduced. This has to happen on the fly. It has to happen on the fly. AI has to come.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think quite an insightful answer, I must say. It's actually given me a new perspective, Ambarish ji. Thank you so much for that answer. So, Ambarish ji, you mentioned that we also, along with the OEMs, along with organizations, I think as individuals, we also need to upskill ourselves to the level of AI. So, in your professional experience, Ambarish ji, what would be your top advice for young professionals who aspire to be upcoming CISOs? And I mean, should they actually focus on specific domains and technologies such as GRC, ZTNA, DevSecOps, CI/CD methodology, things like that? Or should they just start afresh with a specific flow and probably later these things may begin? What is your take on that, Anrishi?
Yeah, I think it is a very relevant topic, and probably I strongly believe that young generation is very bright, very sharp. Okay, we were not that sharp. What I can see, the younger generation keep beating. Right. Uh, what else little advice with the best of my experience I can give is probably be a quick and fast learner, and don't try to make all the mistakes. Learn from others' mistakes. If you try to do other mistakes, probably you know may not continue. Probably your service will be generally get cut shorted. Okay. So talk to the people, build your network, talk to the people, build that confidence. But the networking is important. I keep saying that we CISO, we network, but hackers are collaborating. So we need to collaborate, because I don't know what is happening in other organization. If he gets this, he's very scared that I'll not say it to any CISO because it's a matter of shame. It's not that. Anybody can get this. Can I get learning from him, and probably I can protect myself. Okay. That collaboration not happening. That's why we keep talking. We need to collaborate, because right now it is happening in very short circles. Okay. That is first thing. Second thing is, as a CISO, you need to have a holistic view of business. What is your business is doing? What kind of threat exposure in there? And what is your priority? What we talked about, GRC, CICD, everything is important, because everything play a role. But in certain organizations, probably red teaming, maybe application security, etc., will take a higher position than other places. But in certain organizations, probably something GRC will be more relevant. But every skill is equally important in cybersecurity, and CISO should have overview of everything. So we should be able to strike a balance where the skill gap, what he needs to do. And if he had done himself, he'll understand what is the importance of each other. And all this function has to probably complement each other. Okay. And then while you're doing so, probably you are evolving, you have to keep eye on what is happening outside. Okay. Look at the threats. So probably you're looking at what happening, what kind of breaches happen. Can you get those insights, take a learning, do assessment of for your organization, look at am I exposed? Okay. What can I do today? Don't look at for that great day will come and I can do everything. Think about what you can do today and now to improve. Even if 1% do it. Don't wait for can I do 100% that day and never come for anybody. It will never come. Because by the time you go there, now AI is come, people are struggling, something else will come. If you look at every 10 years, some disruption happens. Okay, and this will continue. AI about now we are seeing the what is was any DeepSeek.
DeepSeek AI
Is it has come?
after ChatGPT. This is the Chinese version of AI.
Something else will come. Correct. But idea that if your mindset, you are very strong on security mindset, you are able to quickly figure out what you need to do. Don't get bogged down by what is happening in another op. Look at what is your exposure, what you need to do, and focus. And it's striking a balance between what business want, what you want. So be the connect with the business, understand what business, where the business is going, and then look at if business is going there, what is the risk exposure going to be, and what is your work. If you're probably you're able to stitch things together, ensure people process technology, they complement each other, and focus on building a cybersecurity aware culture. Because that is going to play a key role over a period of time, and the people are going to help you. Otherwise, probably you want to push something very hard, you will be successful in one project, but overall cybersecurity program may not achieve what they wanted to achieve. This is what I think is a advice based on my little experience, I will be.
Correct. So what I understand is obviously having foresight is important.
Yeah.
But living in the moment also is just as equally important, because you need to focus on yourself and you need to be the link between what the business wants and probably what you want. And you need to strike a balance somewhere.
Yeah, and you should know, you have to think at time the strategy, you have to think at the tactical level, sometimes maybe at operational level. And you have to leader, the basic will remain said. You have to motivate your team, you have to earn respect of the team naturally. If you are not probably don't do a job, probably you are pushing too hard, people will break. How you are helping them in their journey?
Correct.
Are you able to tell them this is what I can see you, what you will do after 2 years, after 5 years. Are you creating a leaders with your team?
Right.
Very important.
Correct. So you do not need to be the boss, you need to be a leader.
Yeah.
That shows your team the way rather than delegating tasks.
Yes.
Correct. I hope you are taking notes, upcoming CISOs. This one's for you. Well, Amrish ji, I think that's been, this discussion has been nothing short of insightful. I'm sure it may have given our viewers a lot of new perspectives because it has given me also, it's really been quite an eye opener for me. Uh, the format of our podcast, Amrish, is that we just sum up our thoughts in the form of key pointers. Well, there are lots of key pointers, I'll say, but the three most important key pointers for me would be that first, cybersecurity and digital transformation can't be viewed as two separate themes or doings. They need to be in tandem and they need to go hand in hand. That is the first thing. Second would be, as you rightly mentioned, that AI is definitely here to stay. But we can't be afraid of AI. Rather, we need to leverage our abilities to the level of AI and we need to fight AI with AI. That is what is the second key takeaway. And the third would be that as aspiring CISOs, or forget about aspiring CISOs, as cybersecurity enthusiasts, someone who is very passionate about cybersecurity and domains like that, you have to find a link between what you want and what the business demands. And subsequently establish a very strong cybersecurity culture so that you also grow and with you, the people also grow around you. I think those are my key takeaways. And viewers, I hope you're taking notes. I think all of you, if you imbibe all these points, then I think your journey towards being a CISO would be pretty much easier. So thank you so much, Amrish ji. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure speaking to you, and it's lovely having you in our office today, sir. And to all our viewers, a big thank you to you as well. Till then, stay tuned, stay resilient, and stay safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.